Do you ever get so overwhelmed by anxiety that you feel like you're paralyzed by your fear? Completely overcome by a crushing feeling of dread that makes it hard to move or breathe or think, and you're convinced that your mind will never be at peace again? What do you do in those moments? I used to be so terrified by the feelings that I would immediately scramble for a pill bottle and pop a Xanax, anything to just make those feelings go away. And this persisted for a long time, several years at least. But as I grew on my faith journey, I discovered a simple prayer that helped me to cope with anxiety far better than Xanax ever did. This is a simple prayer to Mary, the undoer of knots, and this is how it goes. Mother of fair love, I look to you. Take into your hands the ribbon of my life, and see the snarl of knots that keeps me bound to sin, anxiety, and hopelessness. I beg you, Mother, through your powerful intercession and long fingers of love and grace, undo the knots in my heart and in my life. Free me to love as Christ loves. Mary, undoer of knots, pray for us. The idea behind this prayer is that any challenges that we have in our life, we can hand over to Mary, and she will help us to overcome those challenges. And this is a prayer that specifically talks about anxiety, and I found it to be really very helpful for me. So I wanted to say a little bit about kind of how I use this prayer. I started off by just using it at moments when I was feeling anxious, and I would just try my best to just keep reciting the prayer until I gradually felt calmer. But I found that actually over time that what made the prayer even more effective was to say it every day. So actually now I will say this prayer twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. And I found that over time, by making it a daily practice, it seemed to really help my overall levels of anxiety. And it also helped me in moments where I felt really panicked and just totally overwhelmed by anxiety. So when using this prayer, I would definitely recommend to say it every day, make it a part of your daily prayer routine. And I believe that over time that really increases the positive impact it has on a person's life. Another thing I would really recommend is that you get a little laminated prayer card like this one that I have, and it has on the front of it there's a painting of Our Lady, undoer of knots, and on the back there's the prayer itself. And I find that having this card is super helpful. It kind of helps to focus my mind. It gives me something, a visual to look on while I'm praying and kind of meditating, and helps me to really feel that Mary is there for me and that she's going to help me to overcome my anxiety and to overcome all the feelings that are overwhelming me in that moment. So that's really how I use the prayer, and something that's really, this is totally optional of course, but I've found that it's also really helpful to be able to kind of find, either step outside or kind of gaze out the window, look out at nature. And I find that when I recite the prayer, when I'm looking out on nature, I feel that it helps to uplift my spirits and make me feel calm, and really gives me the sense of hope that whatever challenges that I'm facing, that I'll be able to overcome them with Mary's help. While medication does help countless people to cope with their anxiety, I firmly believe that prayer can help us too. I know it's helped me. And so the next time where you're feeling really anxious, I really encourage you to give this prayer a try. And I really hope too that you will be able to say this prayer every day, and that over time that it will help you to better cope with anxiety and to find greater peace in your daily life. Take good care, and may God bless you.